This past student said, I want to talk about self-love. And I want to share about the importance about self-love. But when you go on YouTube, you will not find anyone talking about or having a mega niche around self-love. Is that making sense? So you would have to create that mega niche. But if nobody's interested in hearing about this certain topic, then guess what? You don't have an audience. If you don't have an audience, you have no views, you have no subscribers, no money. Is that making sense for everyone? Yes? Beautiful. Now, that doesn't mean you can't talk about self-love. You just have to find the mega niche that will also talk about self-love in their videos, but not saying that your whole mega niche, every video is going to be about self-love. So for example, if I want to talk about self-love, I could say I'm going to go into law of attraction. Is that making sense? Yes. I can say I can go into personal development, because within this mega niche, I can have few videos that talk about the importance of self-love. Okay, and I tell you why is it important to find actually a mega niche. It's because how the platforms distribute content. Is that making sense? So YouTube algorithm or any algorithm has to make sure they understand what content you are providing. Who are you talking to? Who's your targeted audience? For example, sometimes people will share links, especially inside these kind of calls. By the way, please don't do that. But they will share links because they say, oh, I have a lot of people who are interested to know about YouTube. Let me just share my link. But let me tell you something. If YouTube sees you are gaining subscribers, but you're not gaining any views, they will think that your content is not interesting and they will stop showing it to other people. Is that making sense? So you need to know who's your targeted audience, and YouTube has to know, or any other social media platform has to know who's your targeted audience to distribute your content in front of these people. Is that making sense? Okay, beautiful. Now, this is the first thing. So this is, by the way, when it comes to the complete viral video checklist, this is one of the must-haves you want to make sure that you fulfill that. If you want to start, or if you already have a channel, this is one of the must-haves. Without this, it will be very hard to actually have any kind of success. Some people are saying, can I get a list of mega niches? It's good if you just go through the things that people mention inside the chat, but basically finding a niche that has over 1 million subs. Okay, and we're going to talk a little bit about it also if you don't really care what mega niche it is and your goal is just to have an impact or make money really with YouTube or social media. Okay, beautiful. Now, the second step, by the way, also, I know some people might be wondering how long is each call going to be. Each call is going to be around 1 to 2 hours, okay, depending on the day. So don't worry, day one is going to be around maybe 1 hour, maybe 1.5, okay? So make sure you are listening carefully and being very focused, and have your camera also turned on so I can see you, okay? So some people are asking for the book. If the team can just share the link where people can get the book. Thank you so much. So the second step is, make sure you listen carefully, is trend over 1,000K views. So 100, okay? Just you put a 100 inside your workbook. For those of you who are just using a pen and paper, just write it down. Trend over 100K views. This is one of the must-haves when it comes to creating your viral video on YouTube. Okay, then step number 3, a trend within 1 year. Now, how do you find it? Some people might be wondering now, but how can I find it? So I'm going to share my screen with you again, and I'm going to show you on YouTube. So here we go. Let me just get the chat so I can see you guys. Okay, beautiful. Now, if I'm on YouTube, okay, what I do is, let's say my mega niche is manifestation, okay? Then I will just type inside the search box manifestation, and then I go to filters. Can everybody here see this? Yes? Yeah? Okay, beautiful. Thank you. So I will go to filters and I will go into upload date this year, because what did I say? The trend should be within 1 year. So this year, then I will go to sort by view count, because I want to find titles, I want to find videos that are over 100,000 views. Once I've done this, I will go through and see which title is resonating with me the most. Obviously, by the way, the closer it is, so the less months ago, the better. Because why is that? Can anyone tell me why is that? It's actually very simple, because obviously if it's only 2 months ago, more people are obviously interested, more recent content. Exactly, recent trend. Yes. So then I will look and I will see, okay, what is working. Listen to this every day for, okay, how to create your dream reality, 3.2 million views. Okay. And this is how I can find trending titles within my mega niche. Make someone call you in 30 seconds without talking to them. Obviously, I do want to check out, so I'm going to click on this video, right? I want to check out then, okay, Manifest with Matt, 1.1 million subscribers. It's obviously hitting a good amount of subscribers. And by the way, this is something, this is something I just want to mention later, but can you guys see this video has 2.2 million views? Can you guys see this? That means this video is something we call a jackpot video. Why do we call it a jackpot video? Because this video has more views than this channel has subscribers. Is that making sense? So you already know that this video reached out to more people, even beyond his own subscribers and followers, but to even non-subscribers. Okay. So Annette is asking, does the like matter? No, actually it doesn't matter. So this, I know this is a very, very, very good title for me to model. Now, Nakita is asking, are we taking their titles? So we're going to talk about that actually, but you don't want to just take the title. You don't want to copy the title. But there's an 80 to 20% rule that we always talk about. So what does that mean? I want to keep the main title. So the main title for me is maybe make someone call you in 30 seconds. And then I want to tweak the end of the title, for example. Or I'm going to just rechange the structure. Does that make sense? Or I'm going to add at the end, works like magic. So it's not the same exact title, but I model the title because I know it's working. Okay, April is saying repeat those steps, please. Which steps exactly? Okay. Okay, by the way, if you guys have any questions, we're gonna have questions round. Usually at the end of each call, for those that are VIP, you can ask your questions. If you have questions, just please write them down inside your notebook. Because if I'm going to answer every question inside the chat, we're not going to get on this list. Okay, very good. Now, everybody is clear on how to find trending titles within their niche. Give me a yes inside the chat if you're clear around that, please. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Yes, yes. Okay, good. That's good. Now, the next step, inside your workbook, it says number 4, says not, please make sure you write this down, celebrity content. So you do not want to use celebrity content. Why is that? obviously, if you use someone's content, let's for example say Justin Bieber. If you use his content and you want to model from his content because you see that, oh, his channel has over 1 million views, subscribers, the video has over 1 million views, it's within 1 year, right? But you already know they have the views based on who they are, not based on the actual topic. So someone like a celebrity will most likely always get these kind of views. So you don't want to model celebrity content. This is very important. You want to search for these jackpot videos that I was just showing you right now. Okay, and I said, anyone remembers what I said at the beginning of the call? Your goal is, in order to go viral, your goal is to hit as many jackpot videos as possible. That is everything around research, okay? Because what I would like for every single one of you who is here, I would like ideally, if you haven't started already, to start within those 5 days with your channel. And those of you who already started, obviously to accelerate your views based on this research that we are doing right now. And thank you so much, Akansha. She just put all the notes that we just had until now. Okay, so how many of you like the sound of like leveling up on social media or actually creating your channel? Raise your hand nice and high for me. Give me a smile, give me a wiggle, give me some energy. Okay, beautiful. I see you, Kenyan. I see you, Ale. I see you, Taran. Martina, Belinda, Shara, good to see you. Very good, beautiful. Okay, now let me ask you this question actually. How many of you guys here are already content creator? If you're already a content creator, give me a 1 inside the chat. Okay, beautiful. Yes, love that. Okay, if you're not yet a content creator, give me a 2 inside the chat, please. Okay, so we have a good mixture of content creator and somebody who would maybe refer to themselves as content consumer at the moment, right? But we're gonna change that. We're gonna change it within the 5 days. How many of you guys are up for that? Especially those that are just content consumers, yes? Okay, very good. Yeah, I love the energy. Very good. Okay, thank you. Now, these are the must-haves that we just discussed, okay? Now we're gonna talk about the ones that you can do and you should do. Okay, you can, you should. It's just gonna help you. It's just gonna help you. Let's put it out like that. Now, the 5th step is, make sure you guys write this down, is high searches. What does that mean? If a topic has high searches, for example, on Google, on YouTube, on any other social media platform, then you know that is currently trending. So how can you find also the topics that are high on search at the moment is with Google AdSense. That can also help you a lot. So you guys can just write this down. And then, by the way, obviously your homework, yes, there's going to be homework. I'm very sorry, but it's the fun kind of homework. So don't worry, okay? Your homework is obviously going to be based on this research to find channels within your niche, or if you haven't created your niche yet, then find a niche first of all and then find some trending titles. Okay, beautiful. Then the 6th step is current trend. Okay, we already discussed this. You want to make sure that what you are modeling is actually current trend. How do you know it's a current trend? By the way, if you model a title from somebody's channel and you see that on the right hand side, how many of you guys have seen it on YouTube? When you watch a video, on the right side you get some YouTube videos recommended. Yes. Okay, so if you see actually different other videos around the same topic, then you know it's not only one YouTuber talking about it, but it's also second, also third, also, does it make sense? So right now you see that, okay, cool, more people are talking about it, it must be trending. By the way, somebody's asking, is this only for YouTube or IG? We also talk about Instagram. We also obviously talk about how to go viral on Instagram, how to create videos in general, and how to edit videos to make them more viral and keep the retention of people. But the reason why we focus more on YouTube, how many of you guys here like shortcuts? How many of you guys like to make a lot of money? Okay, let me tell you something. YouTube is still the one platform that gives you the most amount of money for your videos. I've seen on YouTube, there was a video that one content creator makes around $10 million within 1 year on YouTube, and the same amount of time on TikTok makes only $3,000. This is why we focus more on YouTube, because we know in the shortest amount of time, you first of all get monetized, and secondly, you make the most amount of money. Okay, so this is why this research is more, obviously, high searches, current trend, all of these things are still applicable for all the other social media platforms, but we do focus more on YouTube because of this reason. Okay. Now, number 6 was current trend. Very good. Number 7, please make sure you guys write this down, is hook title. Now, some of you probably wondering, what does that mean, Sabrina? Okay, when you are creating your video, one important thing is to hook people again and again and again, first of all. But before you're actually creating your video, your title, you want to make sure that you have a hook for people. So what does that mean? What usually hooks the mind is from pain to pleasure, for example. You can write this down, from pain to pleasure. So for example, if my title was 5 mistakes you can make during new moon and how to avoid them. Is that making sense? Or how I went from getting paid 0 to millions on YouTube. Do you guys see that? I go from pain to pleasure. So I talk about the problem first, and then I talk about the outcome for people. So pain to pleasure, or problem to outcome, or problem to solution, is one way. Okay. So that there are many ways to do that, but I want to say something that is very important, is clickbait titles. You don't want to use clickbaity titles. Okay. You don't want to use clickbaity titles, because what does it do? How many of you guys know what are the requirements actually to get monetized on YouTube? What are the requirements? Can you guys type inside it? Yeah, watch time. How? Okay, thank you, Christian. 1,000 subscribers, and you need 4,000 hours of watch time. Yes. So what it was before that, it was actually based on views. So what a lot of people would do, they would create clickbaity titles or clickbaity thumbnails, and then people would click on it, they get the view, and then inside the video, it's not actually what they promise. So you want to make sure as a content creator, because a lot of people right now are looking for authenticity, especially now. I don't know about you, but how many of you guys realize that a lot of people now, obviously, yes, quality over quantity, but at the same time, a lot of people now, they're using all these edits, all these keeping retention, all these high-end quality videos. And there is a trend actually that shows that right now people are more interested into authenticity. Now, what does that mean? Especially for those of you who are just starting out, because a lot of people say, oh, I can't start out because I don't have the equipment. I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to film. I don't have the right camera. Let me tell you something, a lot of people don't actually care about that anymore so much because they are looking for authenticity. So when you are on social media, when you are a content creator, when you are providing value, your thought should always be how much value can I provide, and I should provide the most amount of value. Is that making sense? So you don't want to just create clickbaity titles, because if you don't promise, if you don't give people what you promise inside the title, then people will just drop off your video, and obviously you can't monetize because you don't have the watch time that is required. Is that making sense for everyone? Yes? Okay, beautiful. So clickbaity. So okay. I'm going to type inside the chat for you guys. Clickbait, okay? You don't want to create clickbait. Yes, thank you, Yvonne. Thank you, Talika. Very good. So there are many ways to create hooking titles, but one of them, which is using, a lot of people are using it, is pain to pleasure, really. Another thing that you guys can do, obviously, is always based on your research that you're doing today after this call, or in the evening. What you're gonna do is you're gonna see also on why did you click on a certain video. Is that making sense? So whenever you are watching a video, if you are thinking of becoming a content creator yourself, if you wanna have viral videos, you need to check whenever you see viral videos, why am I watching this? What was the reason why I clicked on the video? Is it the title? Is it the thumbnail? Is it the picture? Is it the colors? Is that making sense? So you wanna make sure to start analyzing the things. Does the setting of your location affect your exposure? Yes, I mean it does, because it will push out to people where you are at, especially Instagram and TikTok, because for each post you can put in the location. How many of you guys have seen that before? So it will affect your exposure in a way of, if you put your location, but those people that are, the demographic is not really interested in your niche or your topic, then it might affect your exposure. Okay, so number 8 is, please make sure you guys write this down, is attention grabbing thumbnail. Okay, so attention, number 8, where's number 8? Here we go. Attention grabbing thumbnail. Rahul is saying, what would be hook for my videos? I create events, vlog videos. It depends what the video is about, really. It's not what the niche, because my niche can be mindset, but my video is maybe about confidence. So then the video title would be something about confidence. Is that making sense? Okay, now, attention grabbing thumbnail. Let me tell you something. This is probably the most important thing, for even more important than your video itself. Right? Why is that? Because that is what people, that's the first thing that people see before they even click on your video, before they even see the title. Now, it's quite funny, because whenever I was recording with Master, recording and editing takes around like what, 1 hour 30 minutes. To record five videos with Master, it took us like maybe 30 minutes. When it comes to creating the thumbnail, it will take 1 hour. So you want to make sure that you get people to click on your video. What type of things can be attention grabbing? Which words? Can anyone give me some examples inside the chat? And for those of you who are hearing this for the first time, you want to make sure to write down the things that people are putting inside the chat. Okay? So what are the things that you guys think that will get people? Okay, beautiful, Marie. 3 secrets to success. Watch this to save time. Secrets, yes. Did you know? Very good. How to, ... Okay. Anything that is like funny, sexy, things like avoid these. Facial expressions are very important. You can use celebrities. Before and after work really good. Okay, make sure you write all these ideas down, by the way. Colors works really good. Numbers works really good. Bold text. Yeah, master's video, I'm done with LOA. This versus that. Thank you. Something very important that Roshini mentioned, keeping it to 5 words. Where is it? Keeping it to 5 words and less. Yes, you do not. That's what a lot of people do, especially when people come and join SIA or the 1-year program with us. Sometimes a thumbnail is like a whole paragraph on a thumbnail. Nobody will take the time to read that. You want to make sure that it's few keywords that you know will attract people's attention. Is that making sense? So it should be readable, very readable. Okay. So this is attention grabbing thumbnails. So now number 9 is high search tags. High search tags. High search tags. So what does that mean, high search tags? For those of you who have not yet used TubeBuddy, you want to use TubeBuddy, okay? TubeBuddy, you can write it like this. TubeBuddy. Can everyone see this? TubeBuddy, it will tell you the scoring system of each tag that you use. Okay? For example, the tag makeup. Do you guys think makeup is a good tag? If, let's say, you have a video about makeup, about fashion. Yes or no? Yes? No. Why? Because it is too generic. And when you search for the tags, it will actually help you to look up these certain points. Okay, which will then also obviously affect your SAE score. Yeah, it's truly great tool to get all the info. So if you guys, this is one of the homework, by the way. If you don't have TubeBuddy yet, it's completely for free. Obviously there is a paid version, but the free version is great. Please get the free extension onto your Chrome. Okay, so what do you want to do? Coming back to the hashtag makeup, instead of using too many generic tags, you want to have micro tags. Okay, you want to use more micro tags. So it will show you, TubeBuddy will actually help you to show you the middle ground. So I would recommend everybody here to download this today. Okay. So if you guys just type TubeBuddy inside Google, it will help you. It's a Chrome extension. Okay. So what we always say, we say you want to use 30% of major tags, okay, of those general tags, and then you want to use 70% of minor tags. Anna is asking, will you show us how it works? What, the Chrome extension? I can show you. It's very quick actually. So if you just go to Google and then you type TubeBuddy extension, and then you go to Google TubeBuddy. Okay, everybody's following. And then obviously I already have it on my Chrome. That's why it's saying remove, but usually it would say add to Chrome or something. Then you just click on this button and then you can add it to your Chrome. Then you would log into it, connect your YouTube channel to it. So every time, for example, if I go to a certain video, do you guys see this on the side? If you don't have TubeBuddy, it won't show you this. Because I have TubeBuddy, it shows me exactly these analytics. Is that making sense? So you wanna, that's why I'm saying it's very recommended. Or for example, if I go to this channel and I have a look here, I can see the channel keywords. So if I chose Master Sri Akashna for a channel for me to model, then I can see what kind of keywords he's using and how many views. So all these channel analytics that I wouldn't actually see. Oh, you guys can't see my screen. Never mind. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me share my screen. Here we go. Now you can see my screen, yes? So here, like I said, if you have TubeBuddy, then it will show you those channel keywords. Do you see this? So if I choose master, so let's say I want to do manifestation on my channel, I'm just starting out, and I say I'm going to model from Master Sri Akashna, then I can also model the channel keywords that I would put when I start, when I create my channel, basically. So this is why TubeBuddy is very recommended to use for everyone. Okay. I'm just looking at any of your questions. Yeah, I would, yes, like Crystal said, I would use the web extension instead of the app. Anna is from Germany, I assume, or speaks German. Someone is saying how many tags total recommended. If you upload your video, you want to have as many tags as possible, which is 500 tags. So if you are uploading your video, you will also model other people's tags. This is why this is so important to have this extension, because you are going to just, so for example, let me show you guys, because I think that's much easier. If I'm here and let's say I want to model a video of master, then the good thing is it will show me here on the right hand side, it will show me then all the tags that this video is using. Okay, then what I'm going to do, if I'm modeling this title, I will also model the tag, so I can just copy to clipboard. And then when I upload my video, I will insert this, I will paste it in, and then I can just change a few based on my video. But if I don't have to change anything, then that's also okay. Because what does this allow you to do? Basically, when you are modeling your content, there is something that is called cluster system on YouTube. So even if you're just starting out as a YouTuber, that your video, because your video is so close to the actual video that is shown, it will be recommended on the right hand side. And it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, because your video is so close to the video that I'm actually watching. Is that making sense for everyone? Yes? Okay, very good. So this is why we always say, especially if you're just starting out, you want to trend hack. You want to model other people's videos. If you just go onto any platform and you just start talking about whatever you want to talk about, you're never going to reach an audience. Okay? Okay, beautiful. Now, this was 2 high search tags. Number 10. Everybody please take a deep inhale and a gentle exhale. Very good. Okay, number 10 is high retention. Tulu is saying, I need help. I don't understand any recording. Can you watch again and again to understand? Yeah. You can have the recordings. If you are VIP, then you have the recordings for lifetime, the complete 5 days. And if anyone, Carla is asking, can someone write down the steps, please? If anyone has all the steps that we just talked about, maybe you can drop it inside the chat. That would be very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Okay, beautiful. Who said, Crystals, I like that, need to relax. Yes, it's good. Breathing is good. Breath is life, so. Very good. Thank you so much, Linda. Thank you. Very good. Okay, number 10, high retention. Okay, everybody, you got this down, yes? High retention. When it comes to creating your videos, there are 2 factors. Okay, you have number 1, you have attention. And then number 2, you have retention. And retention is your ability to get them to the end of the video. Yes? So your goal is to get people until the end of my video as a content creator, obviously. Now, let me show you a video from one of our past students. Some of you might know her, or she was Master Shriya Kashna's past student. Her name is Life by Lucy. How many of you guys know Life by Lucy, by the way? Anyone knows her? Some of you, a few of you. Oh, wow, okay. Attention plus retention are the 2 factors. Attention plus retention, okay? All right, so you guys can see my screen, yes? YouTube, very good. Okay, so if I go to Live by Lucy, by the way, she also does amazing content around law of attraction and manifestation. So if I go to videos and then I go to her most popular ones, and I saw this one, do this for 24 hours and watch things manifest. I want everybody here to now listen what she has to say at the beginning of her video to keep people's retention until the end, okay? Is that okay? And then you guys can write down whatever you heard. Okay, are you ready? Yes?
To say is, if there's something in your life that you want to manifest, try this for 24 hours and see what kind of fast changes you get. I've been using this manifestation technique to get things to change, to shift, and to go the way I want them to really fast. In this video, I'm going to share with you the exact technique that you can use for the next 24 hours to get some positive shifts into your life. And make sure you stay to the end of this video because I'm going to be sharing 2 really important things that you must understand fully in order for this to be able to work. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is that if you just dabble in this, if you try this, and you're not...
Okay, I see already some people typing inside the chat. Really good. So what did you guys see? What did you hear? Right? She said she created a hook at, yes, Yes, try this for 24 hours and see the change. Yes, she mentions the title, her expressions. Yes, she's also a great speaker. But she also basically just said it. She just said it. You want to stay until the end to get whatever, dot, 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 right? Watch until the end, really. And then she gives them a promise, exactly. And she creates anticipation. Is that making sense? So this is something you guys want to look out for, especially in your video. The very first seconds of your video is the most important seconds. Because if you don't get people hooked onto your video, they will drop off. And YouTube tells you that. When you go into your analytics, I don't know how many of you guys actually check your analytics, but this is one of the most important things to check, because you can see which video is doing well, where do I have a spike, where do I have a dip, what is where are people dropping off. Because if you actually do and check it out, you will see that, for example, this hook went really well. Let me try it again for another video, right? So in order to keep people's retention, what do you want to create? You want to create suspense for them. For example, how many of you guys know when you watch prank videos? There's a lot of suspense, right? You're like, oh my God, when is it happening? When is it happening? When is it happening? Or words like Lucy did, or using numbers. By the way, you guys can write this down. Okay, for example, 3 steps, 5 secrets, 9 tips. Does anyone here know why numbers get people to watch actually until the end? Anyone knows? You guys can guess inside the chat. We like order, progress, because they count for more completion. Thank you. It's psychology. People have a need of completion. They want to feel like they completed something. How many of you guys know that when you have a to-do list, that moment when you can finally strike that one point? How many of you know that feeling that feels so good? Every time I'm like, yes, finally. I just wait for that moment. Or even if the task is not completed fully, I will make 2 tasks out of it, just so I can finally like stretch. How many of you ever done that, or is it just me? Like, I literally do that sometimes, so I can feel like, yes, I completed a task. Right? So numbers work really good to keep people's retention, to keep them hooked until the end. Because sometimes some people will be watching the video and then they will say, oh yeah, secret number 1 was all right. Well, okay, then secret number 2. Oh, okay. Well, I already invested, so might as well stay until secret number 3 is finished, right? So that is why numbers work really well, okay? By the way, are you guys learning something? Yes? Are you learning something? Very good. Okay, because I see that we are already into 1 hour and we have still a few steps to go, right? And but I guess we are already on number 11 now. So since you guys will probably have a feel of completion, you will stay until the end, yes? There you go. Somebody was asking, yeah, I'm using numbers too, see? What's a good retention rate? So each video, when you have each video, you want to have at least 50% of the video watch. So let's say your video is 6 minutes long, you want to make sure that the average is that people watch more than 3 minutes. Is that making sense? So when you are going to analytics, you can actually see for each video your average retention. Your average retention should always be more than the half of the video. then you know that, okay, my video is doing well. It's doing really, really good. And your click-through rate on YouTube, by the way, is when you have a click-through rate of 3 to 5% is normal. Everything above 5% is really great. Everything underneath 3%, you want to look at and see why are people not clicking on my video, by the way. What is the recommended length for a video? So usually what we recommend our students, especially those that are just starting out, to make them videos a little bit shorter. So maybe like around 5 to 6 minutes, 7 minutes, right? The reason is because at the beginning, you have to get a feeling of how can I keep people's retention. If you already know you're really good at that, then it doesn't really matter, because there is no recommended length for a video, but it is to know, am I able to keep people's retention until the end of the video? Really, I know if I only have a 6-minute video, my chances are higher I can keep people to watch the video until the end. Is that making sense? Okay. I'm getting a lot of questions, guys. If we don't get this list done. But as I said, if you have any more questions, please make sure you write them down. And at the end, we can take questions for all VIPs. Okay. And obviously, everybody's welcome to stay and just listen to the answers. So the next point is number 11. Make sure you guys write this down. You want to create an engagement edit. So an engaging edit, okay? Everybody has that down, yes? So what does it mean? First of all, you want to, if you tell people like, comment, and subscribe, you want to make sure that you give them a reason why, because people don't do what you want them to do. Okay? People only do things if it benefits them. So for example, I don't know how many of you seen Master Sri Akash's channel at the beginning, but what he would do, okay, what he will do is he would say after each point, for example, he teaches 3 secrets. After each point, he will tell the people to drop it inside the comments. Why is that? Obviously, you get more engagement. If you get more engagement, YouTube or any other platform will put your videos in front of more people. Is that making sense? So a reason, I give you the exact line that Master actually used. He would say, so make sure to comment below the first step, because if you want to learn more and you want to look it into your subconscious mind, it helps you if you write things actually down. Okay. So that is a good way to get more engagement. Now, number 12, please make sure you write this down, is a strong CTA. What does CTA stand for? Yes, Tulika, very good. He also says, drop inside the comment if you find this relatable. Call to action, very good. Thank you so much. Call to action. So you want to have a strong and clear call to action, very important. Okay, you need to understand the psychology of people here. Again, like I said before, people don't do what you tell them to do. You need to tell them the reason why they should do it, and the reason why should always benefit them. Okay, because a lot of YouTubers, what they will do, they will just tell people, hey, like and comment and subscribe. Especially at the beginning of the video, you need to give people first value. And then at the end, you can let them know to, hey, If you want to have more out of this, if you want to learn more, then make sure to subscribe. Okay, how many of you guys remember Master's classic CTA at the end of this video? Okay, so I will do it. I'll try my best. And you guys let me know what you think of it and break it down for you, okay? So the call to action is something like this. If you have enjoyed this video, if you like this video, if it made you smile, make sure to give it a like. Also, comment below where you guys are tuning in from. And if you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and that little notification. It's a bell, by the way, because this year I'm dedicated to making daily content to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, I'm signing out. Namaste. Ciao. Something like this, okay? Now, this was Master's call to action, okay? Can anyone tell me, what did you guys hear? Thank you. I tried. What did you guys hear? Give them a reason why they should do it. Comment where you are from. Why would you say comment where you are from? If you ask people, comment below what you have learned. Let me tell you something. It can be the nicest person on earth. If they have to think too much, they won't comment below. Is that making sense? But if you just ask me to comment below where I'm tuning in from, I don't have to think. Dubai, great. Is that making sense? Make you accountable to take action. So I give them a reason why they should subscribe, and that reason is something that will help them, not me. Yeah, Sonia, I'm glad it's making sense. I'm glad. Makes people feel included and helps them to see how many different people are there. Very good, Kenyon. Like if you smiled. Very good. Very easy. So, for example, if I ask them if you have liked, if you have enjoyed it, or if you learned something, they might be like, did I really enjoy it? I'm not sure. Did I learn something? Well, did it make me smile? Well, it did make me smile, I guess. So let me give them a like. Okay. So all of these things you guys should include. You should think of, okay, how can I make a strong and clear call to action, and at the same time make it very easy and simple for my subscribers or for the people that haven't subscribed? And also, how can I make it so it's a benefit for them? Because if you just tell them to subscribe to support your channel, it won't really work. Okay, so that is number 12. Number 13, we are almost there, guys, almost there. Okay, run through the finish line. We always say winners run through the finish line. Okay, how many of you guys consider yourself a winner, by the way? Type I'm a winner inside the chat. Did it? Very good. Love it. I'm a winner. Okay, very good. Now, number 13 is shareable. You want to create shareable content. So what is highly shareable content? Highly shareable content is what makes people look good. So if, for example, if Master Shri Akashna does a video, it says, giving is living. And now if I repost this video, does it make me look good? Because people are like, oh, wow, she thinks giving is living is wonderful and good. Of course. No, but not only that. Things that are relatable, funny things. How many of you guys, you ever had that it's too funny not to share, right? You saw a video and you just laughed so much. You were like, oh my God, I need to send this to my friends. Right? How many of you guys had that ever before? Yeah? Or emotional things are very shareable and relatable. So you should, when you are creating content, you should always think about your shareability factor. Useful stuff, very good. Entertainment, education, something to connect with emotions. Beautiful. Miss Sweet Type P. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing those names right. Very good. Yes, motivational. Makes me look good. Obviously, if I share it in my story. Dancing tutorials, depends. Yes, it does. It's shareable if people are interested in that. Obviously, yes. It's educational. Hacks. Okay, so this is very important. When you're creating content, just don't create content and simply say, oh, okay. You need to think about these steps that we just talked about today. Okay, so number 14 is influencer celebrity. Okay, so what does that mean? Including celebrities in your content. Okay, now obviously some people might be saying, well, how am I going to find celebrities? But what we do usually with our SIA students, we say like, hey, how can we do collaborations? You know, when we see someone performing really, really well and spreading a lot of positivity and light and knowledge and education, then what we offer usually, we do a lot of collaborations. I don't know how many of you guys have seen that before when Master does, like even with Life by Lucy, Master, because she was part of the SIA students, he would do collaborations with her and her channel will blow up after that. Okay. And it's not only Life by Lucy, but we shared her content. We share Tina Ritu content, and it's the same way. It's actually quite easy to get celebrities or influencers into your videos if you know how, you know, to find them. If you are willing also obviously to invest into things, you can just reach out to people. There are a lot of celebrities, influencers that are happy to push out people if they see that their content is really helpful. If you're providing value, a lot of people will be open to that. Okay. And the last step, number 15, is pro quality. Pro quality. Make sure you guys write this down. Now, why did we put this on the final thing, on the last step? It's because it is the most least important one, but I know some of you are already creating content, so you might be interested in that. And we will share everything about the pro quality on the final day. But for right now, especially for those of you who are just starting out, quality is probably the last thing you want to work on. Okay, how many of you guys we have some perfectionists inside the room? Taran, your hand went up very fast. You know, let me tell you something. It's tough. And I used to be a perfectionist. I don't call myself like that anymore because I don't want to claim it for myself. But it is tough, you know, when you are creating content. Like sometimes it would took me so many hours to edit one video, and I would be like, where's my time going? But let me tell you something. Your perfection is not someone else's perfection. Does it make sense? Because what you claim as being perfect, for other people, it might not be perfect at all. So sometimes the things that are not so perfect work really well on social media. And the things that you work, I had that so many times. Let me tell you something. When I did Master's social media, when I used to manage it and I used to do his editing, oh my goodness. I would put in so much time into one video, editing for hours, creating like sound effects and putting this in and putting, and that video wouldn't get me as many views as the one where I would just put in a little bit of effort and then here we go. You know, so don't allow your perfectionism to stop you from creating content, because you never know what actually works and what will not work. And again, what you consider as perfect, I might not consider as perfect. And also, as someone said, authenticity versus pro quality. Especially these days, you can tell people are like searching again for these really authentic content creators, because everyone at the moment is just using all these edits, and like you saw 2023, especially people with like high-end quality, lots of editing, lots of words, all these new AI tools obviously helping you with captions, overlays. It is great, and it depends on what kind of content you are creating and in what kind of niche you are, because if you're in the niche of photography, yes, you kind of need that. But if you're providing educational information for people, they are looking for those videos where you just sit inside your car, you're recording yourself, you're providing value a lot of times. So don't allow your perfectionism to stop you from providing content, from providing value to people, from providing something that actually can change someone's life. Because I had so many times when working for Master's channel that people would literally text me and say, thank you so much, this video has changed my life. And knowing that I had playing a part in that, you know, I would search for the title, I would create a thumbnail, I would upload the video together with Master, knowing that I've changed so many people's lives, because, you know, we wouldn't allow every video that we thought might not be working well to stop us from helping other people, and at the same time having an impact and making money from it. So we're gonna talk about pro quality. We're gonna talk about it on day 5, but I want everybody here, especially those that are starting out, don't allow that to stop you. Is that okay for everyone? Yes? Very good. Yes, the video we don't do is a person we don't help. I love that, Carla. Very good. Very good. Mimi saying, I used to film viral stuff for BBC with just my mobile phone. My bosses hated it as was low production value, but compared to the crew film video that cost thousands of pounds, my mobile film clips got millions of views. Wow, that's amazing. Very good. Someone is asking what are overlays. Overlays are basically if you put a video over another video. Sometimes you see that when people do that to just keep people's attention. So that's what overlays are. Okay. So for your research for today, we went through all the 15 steps. Okay. For today, for your homework, if you actually go to the next page in your workbook, you will see something that is called a platform that is called Social Blade. You guys can see that here. Yes. And on Social Blade, what I will show you, so this channel right here is Brian's World. So this guy, he's like around 12 years old, and he's making, that was when we screenshotted this picture, but he was making around $930,000 in a month. Okay, so from creating videos on YouTube. So what does Social Blade help you with is to see what are actually content creators earning on YouTube. So if you haven't heard about this platform yet, make sure you guys write it in your notes, because as you guys can see also here, Mr. Beast, how many of you guys know Mr. Beast, by the way? He makes around, that was like then, but I think now it's even more. It says $4.5 million in a month with creating videos. I mean, that's yeah. So I think it's even more now. I think it's around 10 million or something that he's making in a month with creating videos. So what I want everybody here to do is, as you guys can see, it says in your homework, find videos based on your checklist. So you will research and find videos that you can create also content. So for example, if you're interested into makeup, you can create content about makeup or fashion. So first of all, get an idea of what your mega niche is. If you already have your mega niche, obviously that step will not, you won't do that step basically. Then number 2, social blade. You will type that person's channel. So this is something that everybody can do. If you have already some channels that you are modeling from, what you want to do, you want to type those channels inside social blade, and you actually want to see how much money are they making purely on AdSense. And by the way, it's usually higher than this number here. Okay, so probably they are making even more money than this. So why do I want you to do this on Social Blade? Is because you want to see which channel is actually monetizing, which niche is actually monetizing the most and making the most money, because it will give you an indication for yourself. Okay, and on day 3 or maybe day 4, we will talk about the criteria, about why some channels make more money than other channels. But for now, this is your only homework. Do some research, and tomorrow we will speak about how to make easy viral content, and the day after we're going to review actually your content. Okay, yes, it's called Social Blade. Yes, someone said Mr. Beast is also good to look at for inspiration on thumbnails and ways to grow. Okay, what is the homework? I'm going to repeat one more time. Your homework is going to do the research based on these 15 numbers to find a mega niche, if you haven't already, if you don't have a mega niche yet. Number 2, find channels based on your mega niche. Look at how much money they are actually earning purely on AdSense. And if you already have channels that you are modeling, I want you to do the same thing. Okay? That is your homework. And then tomorrow we will go into how to create viral content. And then on day 3, we will review. So I will review your content and tell you what you should improve on, what was good, what you can do better, how you can keep us retention. Where to find Social Blade? On the internet. So just type socialblade.com, you will find it. Okay, very good. Now, how many of you guys have learned something? Give me a yes inside the chat if you have learned something. Okay, beautiful. Let me ask you this question. What have you learned? What was your aha moment? Can anyone, you can type your chat inside, you can type inside the chat your aha moment. Tags, title modeling, your smile. Oh. YouTube buddy, very good. Copying tags. YouTube is a place to be. My retention time sucks. Okay. That's good, having that awareness and then how to increase your retention time. No clickbaity, the correct way to do CTA, Social Blade. I have a question. Can you have 2 mega niche in one channel? At the beginning, that's fine, because then YouTube will categorize your channel into what are people more interested in. Okay, so for example, let's say you want to create content around manifestation, but you also want to create content around finances, for example. Okay, and then you do content around finances and then manifestation. So let's say you post 3 times a week or 4 times a week. 2 videos are about finances, 2 videos about manifestation. You trend hack for everyone, for every video, but then you can see this one is blowing up, this one is not blowing up. So then YouTube will basically choose for you. Is that making sense? So yes, at the beginning you can do that, but you should choose then once one video is blowing up, you should choose then to do videos around this niche, because if you are going to keep creating videos around 2 mega niches, the algorithm is going to be very confused and you don't have an one audience. Yeah, okay. Can someone drop the homework? Yes, maybe someone can do that. Okay. Beautiful. Now, I know we have different types of people inside these calls. Okay. So we have some people who are very committed to turn their passion into profits. Okay. You want to grow fast. You are open to learn. You even want to learn more advanced. Okay. If this is you, give me an all in inside the chat. If you are open to learn even more, learning advanced stuff, you are full in for the 5 complete days. You're going to show up on time. You're going to show up early. Okay, beautiful. Because let me tell you something. This is like me with Master. When he gave me the opportunity to join him on this mission and to help people and to become a public speaker, right? I said, fuck it, I'm all in. And some of you might be thinking, well, it's easy to say for you, Sabrina, because he chose you. Oh, he chose me. But actually, let me tell you something. Who here is ready to choose themselves? Okay? Chose yourself. Yes, you're gonna choose yourself. So make sure you show up for every single day, day 1 until day 5. Okay, we have 4 more days left. There's going to be exciting stuff. Tomorrow we're going to create viral content together. We're going to review it. We're also having some competitions and prizes that are going on. I'm very excited for that always. And on day 4, there's going to be a huge opportunity as well. So make sure to show up. Make sure to be here early, nice and fresh. Thank you, every single one of you, for your beautiful energy, for being here and just having a great time with me. I really hope and trust that you've learned something today, and I'm so excited to see you tomorrow. Make sure to be there. We're gonna create viral content. Make sure to be there early. And other than that, have a beautiful and blessed day and a very positive day. I'm sending you much love and positive vibes. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Namaste. Namo Malaya. Thank you.